Story 1. You know my coworker, the pretty one, the one I have lunch with? Yes, the young one who brings me cookies. She did the cutest thing. She's so funny. Story 2. You are so incredibly attractive. I want to pull you close and make you mine. This was part of an answer on another AskReddit thread about the worst first dates. Every time I think about it, I feel a chill of disgust. Story 3. To a black woman. You are pretty for a dark-skinned girl. To any other woman. You are pretty for, insert disrespect here, girl. In either case, prepare to be disliked for the rest of your life. Story 4. Your pain isn't real. You're being dramatic. It can't hurt that much. The pain you feel is all in your head. I found out I had stage 4 endometriosis after 27 years of being told it was nothing. Story 5. I am male. I had a female coworker and friend years ago who was a bit down in spirit at work. I talked with her as supportive friends do, and at the end, I asked her, "Can you smile for me?" She pointed out that it is not a good thing to say, especially from a male to a female, as it can be considered controlling and condescending. I apologized, and she knew I meant well and wasn't angry, but I took that realization to heart. Story 6. Give a compliment and add, for a woman. Example, you drive well, for a woman. Or, you are very smart, for a woman. Story 7. Everything my bipolar, narcissistic ex said to me for the past 24 years was so bad I could fill a book. No, really. For my divorce, I handed my lawyer a 3-ring binder of over 500 pages, just from texts over the past year. It cost me $1,000 for her to review the categories I had marked, but I have full custody of our daughter, and that was money well spent. Story 8. Just because you are experiencing premenstrual syndrome when in fact she wasn't experiencing premenstrual syndrome and it was just another average Wednesday. Story 9. You do not look as heavy in person. Not only are you calling her heavy, but she will never feel comfortable taking a photo again. Story 10. A guy who I had known for a few weeks chatted me up in direct messages once. I have curly hair, and for once I straightened it for an event we both attended. He messaged me afterward, "You look a lot prettier with straightened hair." Let's just say my crush on him was a tad too immense. I was young, but to this day, it remains one of the most offhand things I have been told. Story 11. You need to smile more. Stop. You are overreacting. My personal worst was, you are too cute and bright to be a misanthrope. From a 29-year-old when I was 18. Story 12. I am a woman. These are my least favorite things to hear, ever. She is so pretty in the face. You are acting crazy. It is probably just pressure. You are just feeling pressure. Butterface. How is your diet? You have put on or lost some weight. I just need to work on myself. Breasts. I promise. If you do not know if you can keep it forever, you let yourself go. You have grown into a beautiful woman. Calm down, relax. You are doing too much. Woman. It is never funny or cool to me unless it is people talking to their friends. Story 13. Why are you mad? I know this isn't as bad as the others here, but it triggers me. Because mad is not the only thing we can feel. I can be sad, overwhelmed, sensitive, hurt, overthinking, overburdened, provoked, cornered, done. Story 14. All the individuals who will never experience the intimacy of a romantic relationship may wonder why that is the case. It is because you expressed the idea that your body is your choice to members of the opposite sex. Story 15. I see where you get your looks since your mother is a goddess. Wow. Here is an idea to match her makeup and hair. Story 16. Your divot is really low, said an ex unprovoked, looking at me naked while on top of me. It was extra wild considering he doesn't even have intimacy. It was a blatant poor attempt at negging, and he was missing one of his testicles. Story 17. Not exactly a phrase, but when you tell a man that you are afraid to do specific things or go to specific places because you are afraid you might be raped or get trafficked, and their response is not very understanding or they act like you are delusional or that your fears are not valid, it is really annoying. One time, when the car broke down, my dad and I returned from work using public transportation. And he told me let's cut the route short by going through a smaller and darker street. When I told him something like no, I want to live, he said I was overreacting and nothing would happen to me if I used that street to get home faster. Also, when they hate the Me Too movement, along with the line, it's been years and now they remember they got assaulted by, they are after the money. Story 18, calm down. You must be on your period. You are just like your mother. That makes you look overweight. You are being difficult. My ex would never say that. My mother cooks better than you. I know you are angry, but can I get some affection? I could express more, but I believe that covers most things you should not say. Story 19. Relax. Jesus, calm down. You are just like your mom. I am just saying you would look better if you smiled more. And come on, she's just a friend. Story 20. You're being difficult. I'm American, so it has a far different implication here than it does in England. Story 21. Interaction I recently had. Wow, girl, you're fine. We should take her home with us. Me. What did you just say to me? Man. Is there no free speech anymore? Me. You can shove that free speech right up your ass. Never do the stupid thing and respond. My reaction could have gotten me shot. But when men defend catcalling by saying it's free speech, yeah, I will snap. Story 22. You're crazy. Literally an hour later, she was packing her bag. I asked her why, and she said that she was going to get herself committed to a mental hospital. I never used that word on her again. Story 23. Calm down and relax. Stop being so dramatic and emotional. Your hormones are talking. Is it that time of the month? You can try to smile more. Story 24. Your whole family and everyone you ever cared about is dead. They suffered for hours. It was also your fault. Oh, and calm down. Story 25. Well, actually, then state your own opinion to someone who has a degree in this specific topic while, at best, you read a Reddit post you kind of agree with. Story 26. To lose weight. I'm not overweight, but a friend of mine was told that, and it really hurt her feelings. I wanted to cry for her. Story 27. In a minute or when I have time. Expecting her to be patient. When she suggests you do something, she means right now. Whether she is your mother, aunt, coworker, or significant other. Story 28. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I get asked, what did you do the whole day? It's as if I didn't do everything to ensure that a little human survives. Let me tell you, it is hard because they do not care whether they survive or not. Story 29. You look good for your age. You are really good at that for a woman. To a guy, you run, throw, walk, eat, dress, etc. Like a girl. Story 30. That they don't matter. Gods, I feel vile typing that. What was said by the government in the lead-up to the United States election by Donald Trump and his associates was absolutely disgusting. Story 31. Wow, you actually eat. You're going to eat all of that? Pick a lane. Am I too skinny or too fat? Do we have to always comment on my eating habits or body size? Story 32. Let's see, there are so many to choose from. You are acting crazy, or simply you are crazy. Can always be counted on to bring up an inspired response. Although neither of those compare to the classic, you are a psychopath. That one will get you fireworks. Dangerous, deadly fireworks. Story 33. While you were down there, a manager in a cafe said this to me when I was 15, cleaning gum off the stairs. Story 34. Anything if she is mad at you. It is likely that she does not need an answer. She just wants to be heard. Story 35. One time in high school, my friend who had moved was visiting over the summer. His way of telling one of our girlfriends that she got prettier was, you used to be very unattractive. Story 36. Are you on your period? Whenever they express negative emotions, every time I hear someone say that to a woman, it makes me want to punch them out. Story 37. Honestly, I can't even lie. All the responses I've seen here are the reasons I've punched people. They knew full well I got my dad's anger and my mom's attitude and still say things like this, and are shocked when I stop using my words. Story 38. Public service announcement to all the young men reading this comment section. Save it somewhere and never say any of those things to your girlfriends under any circumstances. Story 39. Stop acting like you do not need me. Someone said those exact words to me, and it made me really sad, as if he wanted me to be pathetic. I was raised to be independent, so it was such a blow that he did not value that in me. Story 40. You are stressed. That one, for some reason, drives me insane. It is like I know. I live in my body. I know how it feels. Stop pointing it out and making it worse. Story 41. Why can't you be more like your sister and less like your mother is more effective than assisted suicide. Story 42. I once picked a woman up literally and without thinking said, "You are so much heavier than I expected." Needless to say, that romance ended abruptly. Story 43. You look just like your father. No thanks, I don't want to look like a middle-aged man. It isn't a compliment. Story 44. If I didn't know you and walked past you in the street, I wouldn't look twice at you. A friend's husband said this to her after they had a mini argument earlier that day, hours later. Story 45. When is the baby due? Without knowing for a fact she is with child. Oh my gosh, is this a bad thing to do? Story 46. My drama list shows a selfie or photo. You look so good. Here, ripping tongue and throat to use foreign languages. I love your accent. Alternative. Well, at least I can understand you. Bonus points. Ah, you sounded so cute. You are smart in your own way. You are exaggerating. No need to be dramatic. Stop overreading. My favorite. What's with your face? What is this facial expression? Make it easier and people will reach you. Stop staring. Your gaze is too gloomy. Did she me smoke? We thought you did cocaine. Aren't you too old to insert whatever you want to achieve? To all my offended friends, I hope you are surrounded by those who respect you and don't see you as a drunken caricature. Story 47. When are you having another baby? Especially after a birth at 24 weeks. A grueling hospital stay for the baby and the mother dying on the table while in surgery. The answer is never. Story 48. The following are true stories, set in bed together right after the deed. Yeah, I wish I was with my ex-girlfriend right now. One of the first sentences after approaching me at a bar. You've got really sweet birthing hips. When I asked if he understood why I'm not interested in opening our relationship for him to be with another woman. Yeah, because you're self-absorbed. There's more, but I'm getting angry again just from these. So I think I'll stop. Story 49. You're too skinny, too fat. You got plastic surgery? Your body, my choice. You were asking for it. Slut. Vjure. I think you get the idea. Pretty much anything that can make you feel worthless or wrong. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.